What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to talk about three things that are going to turn any boy into a man in this life, right? So it's like when you get born, you're just born as a either male or female, but depending on what you go through in life as a male is what's going to determine whether you stay in a boy's mindset or if you grow out of that into being a man, a respected man, right? So these are three things that I believe can turn any boy into a man, right? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is understanding that nobody owes you anything and nobody's going to come and save you. Nobody's going to do the work for you, man. Nobody's going to give you a handout. Nobody's going to just like give you money for no specific reason. Nobody's going to build a career for you. Nobody's going to tell you that you need to improve your situation. Nobody's gonna come and save you, basically, man. Nobody. Not even your family, not even your parents, not even your brothers, sisters, you name it, man. Alright, so nobody cares about you in this way, man. They might care about you to an extent where, they care about your well-being as an individual or whatever, but it's not gonna be to the extreme to where they're giving you handouts or giving you money or anything like that. So understanding that is really going to turn you into a man. And now I want to say that being a man doesn't mean that you have a beard and some muscles. That doesn't make you a man. All right, so there's a lot of boys out there walking around with beard and huge muscles, right? And they have the mindset of a boy because they think that people owe them shit. People are going to come and save them. They're not disciplined, they're not consistent, they're not working hard enough, they're not doing anything with their life, they're not leading a family, or not they're not doing anything like that, right? So these are, unfortunately, they're not necessarily like you having a beard and muscle doesn't necessarily mean that you're a man, right? So, and at the other hand, there's some men that don't have muscle, don't have a beard, whatever, and they're the manliest man you can ever even imagine because of their mindset, right? So they understand that they gotta do the work, they gotta go out there every fucking morning and do what they're supposed to do in order to improve their life and start a family and whatever. So that's the first thing I want to talk about, man. The second thing is keeping your word, man. All right, keeping your word, man, because so many boys, man, what are kids in general known for, man? That they're inconsistent most of the time and they're just like immature. You never really like take what they're saying to heart. You don't take what they're saying seriously necessarily, not all the time, because you know that they're kids and they're emotional and they don't really know a lot about life and they don't have a lot of life experience. So you're probably gonna take what they're saying with a grain of salt, right? So with that being said, man, keeping your word is what's gonna make you a man, and most importantly, what's gonna make you a well-respected man in this world, man. Because if you tell people you're gonna do something and you don't do it, that's the worst thing you can do, man. That's very childish and immature. If I tell someone I'm gonna show up on this day for the job interview, I'm gonna show up on this day for whatever, for a meeting, or if I'm gonna be there at this specific time for a meeting or whatever, you better keep your word, man. All right. And if you say that you want someone in a relationship, you want to be exclusive with them, you gotta keep your word, man, and don't step out. All right. Things of that nature. This is what's gonna make you an actual man, right? So, and now the third thing I want to talk about is being consistent, showing up in a consistent way, at your job, in your dating life, in your friendships, around your family. Like, it could be anything, man. Like, you gotta show up with consistency. You cannot be inconsistent. You cannot be, doing one thing one day and then the next day you're doing something completely opposite of that, right? So if you want to show up one day at the gym and just go to the gym for 2 days and then stop, man, that's inconsistent. This is what boys do, man. This is what kids do. Because kids, what they do, man, is they 1 week they're interested in cars, the next week they're interested in Barbies, the next week they're interested in whatever, a different toy, maybe motorcycles. The week after that they're interested in drawing or You see, kids are inconsistent, man, but as a man, you gotta be consistent. You gotta choose one thing that you wanna do in this life and be consistent. Move towards it every single day, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, choose one thing. It could be anything, and just stick to it. Like, keep doing it. Keep pushing the needle forward every single day, man. Being consistent is what's gonna make you a man. That's what's gonna get you the results that you desire. It's what's gonna get you in life. What's gonna get you places, man. That's what it's all about. So I wanna say one more time. You having a deep voice, you having muscles, you having a beard doesn't necessarily make you a man a lot of the time. It could if your mindset is where it needs to be, but it does not necessarily mean that you're a man. Even your age, like if you're 40 years old, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a man. There are some males that are 10 years old that are already men because they already know a lot of things about life and they have the right mindset. They know these things. Like some people know this shit at a young age, right? So age doesn't determine whether or not you're a man. Facial hair doesn't determine whether or not you're a man. Height doesn't. Muscle doesn't. Your weight doesn't. It's all your mindset. Like the mindset is what makes you an actual man. You know what I'm saying? Like that can start a family and be respectful and nice to everybody. That and just move with honesty, move with integrity. That's what it's all about, man. So subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.